What's up, everybody? It's been a very long time since I posted a video. You get busy with life. Today I want to bring up a subject that is going on through my life right now. This current situation is happening currently to one of my family members, and I want to bring out the awareness of mental health within the organization of Jehovah's Witness. So let's get started. The mental health challenges that we go through as Jehovah's Witnesses are way beyond the average challenges that a normal person goes through. My first memory of these mental breakdowns or these mental health issues that I had was at the age of 6. I remember my parents were pressuring me into going out and speak in public and all that, and they were talking about Armageddon a lot at a very young age. Like imagine being the age of my little daughter right there. Say hi, anything. Imagine being her age and having to have nightmares and trauma about something that never happened. I went through that all the way to the age of 10, 11, 12, around there, that I was still having those mental breakdowns. So the mental health is something that I really emphasize because I've been through that situation, and it's hard for us to explain our story, like growing up in the organization, especially if you were brought up in it. It's hard for us to explain the story because not that many people understand. Like people are more like, oh well, it's just a religion. Like no, it's more than a religion. It's a control center. It's something that really had you in fear, and it still has like people in fear. My family's still in fear, and all that. So my current situation is my mom, she's struggling from mental health right now. My sister and my other sister, they all struggle. And right now it came to a point where my mom, she is borderline willing to take away her life because she can't handle the pressure. And we, like my wife and I, have noticed firsthand, the denial of getting professional help to help out my mom. I have a sister, like she's in Bethel, and the only thing, like we all got together as a family and we discussed, like how we're gonna treat what my mom has. So shockingly, my brother and I agreed, that we should get a psychiatrist, to evaluate her and see her mental state of mind, how she is. And we had agreed. So you guys know that when you're in Bethel, like for us, or for like J-Dubs, it's more like, oh my God, like you're the top of the line, your loyalty, anything you say is true, like, and all that, right? Like we all know that. So when my sister found out that my brother and I were gonna go seek for professional help, and keep in mind my brother's an elder, but like we decided, like, yeah, my mom needs help. So when we did that, like my sister called her and told her she had a phone call with my brother and all my other like family members, except myself, because I'm not active in the organization. And she told them not to do that my mom needs to read the Bible more, she needs to go out to service, she has to attend the virtual meetings that we have now, and she'll be saved. So this was months ago, before my mom's condition got really serious, like to the point where it is now. Months went by, nothing was done. My mom was still struggling with depression, anxiety, and all that. And now in the present state, now she's going to the hospital at least 2 to 3 times a week because she can't handle her blood pressure goes up, she gets anxiety, she gets panic attacks, and we try to help her out, but it's just seeing firsthand how Jehovah's Witnesses or people in the organization treat this. It's something serious. That's how people commit suicide. That's how people go through a lot of things, because they don't seek the right help. Like now we're in the process, okay, like now let's get a psychiatrist, like to evaluate her. So now like everything's good, but first like they put faith in the Bible, they put faith in the organization, they put faith in service before they seeked outside help. And this could have been prevented, in my opinion, months ago. You know, like they would have put my mom under the medication. They would have, you know, like done something with her. But I think one of the main reasons why they do that is because once they seek for help, like with a psychiatrist, like someone who evaluates your state of mind, eventually they'll pick apart everything that's wrong with you. Let's say my mom says, you know, I'm stressed because of this, because of Armageddon is coming, because of, you know, this religion. The psychiatrist will put that in his note and be like, oh yeah, this is the problem. Your religion is a problem. The organization avoids external professional help. You know, they want everybody to be niched inside their group and all that stuff, and if they get help, they get help. You know, so my mom right now, she's gotten worse. I mean, she's not improving. Like, even though she's taking like medication, she lost a lot of weight. You know, and she's not eating, she's not sleeping, and all that, right? But just witnessing that firsthand, it really like it's a shocker, like to anybody, like for anybody to do that, like generally. But for me to see that and kind of being outside of the organization, you know, it's more like I see the whole view, like the bigger picture of what's going on, and I'm like, man, you know. And also my family is struggling financially, like whether they want to admit it or not, you know. So my wife and I got into a conversation, like with my sister, you know, like we were just talking, you know, like normal things, and then we brought up the subject, you know, like how are you guys gonna do it, you know, because, you know, time flies by. The person that provides for my family right now, which is my father, he's a non-believer. He's heading to Mexico, you know, because he's retired already. And the house, I mean, who's gonna take care of the mortgage? Who's gonna take care of the food? Who's gonna take care of everything if my sisters are dedicating their whole time, you know, like to the organization? My mom doesn't work because of her condition. My sister, like, limited work, you know. So like we got into a conversation about the future, and one thing that was shocking to me was the way that my sister like responded. Like it was kind of scary, like when I saw her reaction, like that nervous smile that she had, and she was all like, oh, it's fine, Jehovah will provide for us, it's fine. And it looked really scary, you know, to see that programming of you can't even think a few months ahead because you believe that without doing your part that Jehovah's gonna provide and that Armageddon is coming soon. And that's one thing that she was emphasizing a lot. She's like, Armageddon is coming soon. I'm so happy. I'm like Armageddon is coming soon. You know, we're not worrying about that, you know, because Armageddon, the end is here already. It's here. Like, and she said it with such faith. Like, it's just crazy to see. When my wife mentioned to her, if Armageddon doesn't come at the end of this year or doesn't come soon, how are you guys gonna do it? And she kind of like, she didn't think that far. She didn't process it. She's like, no, Armageddon is coming. Like, look at the world events that are happening right now. You know, Armageddon is coming. The end is so close, guys. Jonathan, you gotta start going back to the meetings with that smile of nervousness, like, coming out of her, you know. And for me, like I was telling my wife, it was something scary that, you know, like I saw. I'm like, what the heck? And then when we left, like their house, we were like, man, this is creepy. This is creepy how indoctrinated they are. But you can see that she's also like suffering from mental health. She's very deprived, and she really believes that Armageddon is going to be the savior of everything that is happening right now, with all the bills that they have to pay, with everything that they owe. They feel like Armageddon is going to be the savior. And it kind of feels like what happened in 1975 with the J-Dubs that believed the Armageddon was going to come, like stay alive till 1975. I feel that J-Dubs are experiencing that same type of feeling now with everything that's going on in the world. They believe, you know, that these are the signs and these are the events, which, there's a lot of chaos going on in the world, but it's nothing that really hasn't happened. I mean, history always repeats itself, but just seeing that, it's like, I struggle for mental health. back when I was in the organization. Even when I was married and beginning to fade from the organization, I struggled for mental health. It took a lot of years for me to recover, and just seeing my family behave like that, I automatically know it's not a normal behavior. So if you guys are going through mental health issues, going through trauma of any sort, yes, it's good to work on yourself, but it's also better to seek for help. A lot of people don't seek for help and become more depressed and become more dependent on antidepressants, especially being a J-Dub, man. It's wild. And it's not just my family that's going through that. I'm pretty sure you guys could put in the comment section that you know a member or you know somebody that's going through the same situation. Like, out of the Kingdom Hall, like how many people do we know, babe, that are going through that?
Everyone. Maybe like a couple that are not.
Like, only like a few amount are not going through depression, anxiety. Even people our age, because we're still relatively young. There's like people our age that are going through like severe depression, right?
They depend on medication.
And they depend on medication. And it's because the way that the organization is structured. Like I said, my videos are not going to be bashing the organization, but it's going to be more of what goes on in the organization in order for you guys to get a concept of what it is and what you guys could do to help yourself out and help each other out. But one thing I do recommend, don't be like my family and don't be like any other J-Dub that depends first on the Bible and depends first on the organization to provide for them, to help them strengthen their mental health. The first thing you should do is seek a psychiatrist. Seek like someone that's willing to help you out. A professional. Seek someone. That's all it is, man. And I'll keep you guys updated more on this topic, because it's just sad seeing my mom like that, seeing her, like she lost, 30 pounds? Like 30 pounds.
She's as skinny as you know.
Like she's more skinnier than me, and I'm pretty skinny. She's like a skeleton. My son, he could pick her up. That's how light she is now. So don't be like an average Jehovah's Witness. Seek help, guys. That's it, and I'll be posting more videos soon, so stay tuned.